Okay, good afternoon. So today's class we will start with another part of design principle itself. And like the last class we have discussed till emphasis. What is emphasis? How it's coming into place, and several other similar things like that. So in today's class we are going to discuss we will be discussing from rhythm. So what is rhythm and how it is essential, or how it's taking place in our day-to-day life activities or the structures or any of the objects or something that we see, and what are the basic usage of it. Okay. So for example, what is rhythm? Rhythm is something which determines the sense of flow, movement and connectivity in design. Now there is regular rhythm, and we are going to discuss that particular thing right now under rhythm. So what is the regular rhythm? Regular rhythm is nothing but when things will flow in a particular manner. Okay. So for example, it is very much predictable. For example, the railings of your roof or of your staircase, things are going in a particular pattern. Or if there is a change also, for example, your railings are like, one, two, three. First one is smaller, second one is a bit higher, third one is a bit more higher. Okay. One, two, three. Then again, one, two, three. So this pattern is being maintained. Then we will call it regular rhythm. So a certain repetition of a certain pattern or something like that after a regular rhythm, when it is there, then we will call it regular rhythm. Here are a few examples related to the same. Is it clear? Hello.
Yes, sir.
So over here we have the logo examples. For example, this Mozilla Firefox logo, this Glassberg logo, this Rio and everything. Everything is maintaining a particular flow or a unidirectional flow. This is what we will call as regular rhythm. Okay. For example, now if we consider Glassberg or this Coca-Cola, what is happening? Things are not the same, but the font in which they have been written is same. Now this could again, if the font could have been different, for example, font of C is one, O is one. Again, C and like odd number of fonts are the same, having same fonts. Odd number of letters are having same fonts. Even number letters are having same. Then also it is in regular rhythm. This is what we are talking about. Now we will just go through the textual part. So, formal, uniform, soothing, organized, and stability. Same elements repeated with uniform placements. Can be monotonous. Compositions looks highly balanced, creates best rhythm and highly balanced. Repetitive elements creates easy rhythm in architecture, art, and design practices. Okay. Now, here are a few other examples which shows a clear view of rhythm, how things repeated, things are being repeated at a certain point or at a certain interval, and it shows a clear signification of a particular rhythm. Okay. For example, over here, the orientation of the windows are not in one line, but like how the orientation has been placed, two windows over here, the second one will be over here. Then in the next set again, two, like how bricks are laid, same format. So everything is following a particular pattern. Hence, all these things are in here. Okay, some of the other examples in terms of vase painting or some pictures and all, how they have been made. Okay, now few examples in terms of interiors, how regular rhythm have been achieved. So over here, how the tiles, glass tiles and all things have been laid, we can clearly and easily understand that the way the orientation is over there, everything is following a very particular pattern. Now this thing is not just due to the orientation of the glass, but also due to the effect of light and shadow. Light is falling from the right hand side, hence creating a darkness on the left hand side, and hence you can see this particular pattern or rhythm. Now if there are some kind of different cuttings on top side of the glass, and light is being thrown towards the glass from bottom, then hence it will change the light and shadow effect, resulting in a irregular rhythm or a random rhythm. Okay. Same kind of thing is over here in this particular composition, this one in this particular composition in the bottom, and on this house as well. How things are moving in a particular flow or pattern, we can clearly understand the usage of regular rhythm. Okay. Moving ahead. Okay, how these carts or trolleys have been placed over here, how these candles and everything has been placed over here, followed by the switches and everything. So these examples are just for you to understand. These are nothing to do with like that okay, is this something relevant from which like exactly one question will come? No, but when you see several images, see several things, it's better for you to understand, and the final outcome is much more better in comparison, like with what you have done if you have just heard it in textual format and not seen any visuals, because all this implementation in exam will be via your visuals. You will be given an image, and with the help of that image you need to like find out, okay, if regular rhythm or random rhythm exists over there or not. Okay, similar examples over here as well. Now if we move ahead, we have a few road signage. Now what will happen if suddenly these three signs would have been placed at this kind of position higher, or the signs would have been suddenly, you can see till here, next three signage would have shown you an opposite direction, then automatically your psychological aspect of mood will tell you that your brain will tell you nervous system, and hence your hands will react that okay, I should turn my bike handle in that way because the next way the road is turning that side. But that's not actually what's happening, hence it will lead to an accident. So these are some of the examples which you should understand and how these things are taking place. Okay, this is again the view of an airport, which gives you a clear understanding how regular rhythm is taking place in this tensile loop structure. Okay, now we have something as random rhythm. So what is random rhythm? We need to understand. Till now, we have understood regular rhythm. Any doubts with regular rhythm?
No, sir.
Shakti?
No, sir.
Okay. So what is random rhythm? When various elements of design are placed randomly and placement still creates a flow and balance referred as random rhythm. Creates contrast because of integrity of shape. Forms and elements of design, sense of freedom, adventure, interesting, non-monotonous, smart, dynamic, rebellious. So let us go one by one. What do you mean? Like, what do I mean by when various elements of design are placed randomly? Simple as that. For example, in that, like, in your staircase, really good. Small, big, against big, small. You don't know where at which point what is happening. There is no flow. There is no particular pattern. Hence, it is in random rhythm. Very simple to understand. Creates contrast because of integrity, irregularity of shape. As simple as that. What is the basic concept of contrast? Basic concept of contrast is when there is a huge difference which stands like, which makes one thing stand out in comparison with the other object or the other color or the shape or whatever it is. So over here, when there is like, several kind of objects or several kind of irregular shapes being placed randomly, hence it will create a huge sense of contrast. Forms and elements of design. A sense of freedom and adventure is very natural. For example, how do these terms come into this particular place? What is freedom? What is adventure? Freedom means you have no limits. You can explore. So there is no particular pattern or no particular boundary under which you are like, stuck. Hence freedom. This term freedom is come. Adventure is the like, other word of exploration. Interesting, non-monotonous, smart, dynamic. See, interesting, smart, and dynamic, these are similar antonyms with non-monotonous. So, not monotonous means same pattern is flowing. You will have no interest. For example, you went to visit a old city of, let's assume, Venice. Okay, where there are beautiful houses. From in between there is this lakes and all going. People are boating. Now, when you will travel through that road walking 1 kilometer or cycle through that road 1 2 kilometers to explore, if there are different things for you to see, right? If there are no certain things for you to see, for example, the first two houses, how they look, the setting of that particular place with the bush, with the house, with everything, the wood, city, road, light, and all. If that is exactly the same for the next 2 3 5 kilometers, you will not have any interest after 100 meters to explore, because you will see, okay, everything is the same here. Why should I waste my time? Right? So it's as simple as that. Now, the next thing is organic engineer natural shapes and placements. So these are also again terminologies which you need to understand. One needs to be very cautious and highly perceptive while developing asymmetrical balance. So again, since it's random rhythm, there will be asymmetrical balance. Things are not arranged properly. So there is a huge chance that there is an asymmetrical balance that will be created. Okay, risk and difficult to pull out, as that is very much natural, a bit difficult to achieve balance. This is what we are talking about. Now let's see some examples. So for example, how these things have been made. So over here, what is this picture made with? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
What is this picture made with? What is this composition made with?
Utensils,
No, something else.
so cups, button,
Button. Watch clearly, these are all made with some of the other kinds of button. Along with button, there are several other than button also there are several plastic wastes with which this has been made. Okay. Now over here, this as a whole, this composition is looking nice, but the items that has been used in this particular eye, absolutely different kind of things has been used over here to achieve the same kind of eye, hence resulting in a random rhythm. Okay, over here, how the stone pieces have been placed, they are kind of forming a nice looking picture at the end, but they are very irregular. You cannot tell, okay, if there are three this kind of tiles used over or stones used over here, again after these three there are again same kind of stones used. Pattern is not same, hence resulting in random rhythm. Very simple to understand. Over here, similar other examples in terms of random rhythm. We will move forward. Okay, name of the painting. Name of the painting, already discussed. What happened? Please tell. Am I audible?
yes, sir.
Yeah, name of the painting. They already discussed in symmetrical balance, asymmetrical balance.
So I forgot.
Huh?
I forgot, sir.
Painter. These are the things which you will have to remember, because there will be these paintings which will be shown and they will ask similar questions. What about who is there? Shakti? Name of the painting. Am I audible? Hello. Shakti, are you there? Shakti. Shakti, are you there? You are on mute. Fine, okay. So the name of the painting is The Starry Night. Starry. Name goes with the setting. The Starry Night, made by Vincent van Gogh. Painter's name is Vincent van Gogh. Please remember it. So again, over here, there is this particular painting has been made with only brush strokes. You will not see that brush has been used, a flat brush is used, and color has been mixed. These are all like your round brush and these kind of strokes. So with the strokes, this whole painting has come out. Okay. And there is no particular pattern, no particular repetition of these strokes. Hence, it is in random rhythm. I'm giving you the explanation as well. Why is it in random rhythm? Name of this particular structure, left hand side top structure.
सर वो लोटस करके कुछ होता है ना?
नहीं, that thing is located in India. This is located outside India. This is the Opera House located in Sydney, Australia. Please remember it's Opera House, Sydney, Australia. So how if I tell you right now Taj Mahal, automatically picture of Taj Mahal comes. If I tell you Qutub Minar, automatically it comes. If I tell you Red Fort, automatically the picture of Red Fort comes. Similarly, if I show you a picture of Red Fort, you will remember, oh, this is Red Fort. If I show you the picture of Taj Mahal, you will know, okay, this is Taj Mahal. If I show you the picture of this thing, Qutub Minar, you will remember it's Qutub Minar. Similarly, you will have to remember these names and sometimes even the architect. This is Opera House located in Sydney, Australia. This is the Habitat 67. This is the apartment, but very beautifully designed and of huge costs. Okay, this is an apartment known as made by Javed Habib. Okay, the name of the apartment is Habitat 67. Give me a minute. Let me cross verify the name. Just a second. Okay, so that is Habitat 67. This one, this is Opera House located in Sydney, Australia. This one, the London City Hall. The right side one, St. Basil's Cathedral located in Moscow. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
This is don't need to remember. This is you can take it as something artificially created, but a very good example on all these compositions where you can see random rhythm, no particular formation, no particular orientation. So for example, this first floor doesn't have any kind of similarity with the third. Second doesn't have any similarity with fourth. Hence, it is in random rhythm. Okay. There are few other examples. Okay, tell me in this particular composition, how random rhythm is being achieved.
सर रिपीटेशन तो हो रहा नहीं है.
So repetition of what is not happening? किस चीज का repetition?
सर
Repetition.
ये ऑरेंज कलर के वॉल है, ये एक तो नीचे राइट हैंड साइड में है और एक
हाँ,
ऊपर लेफ्ट साइड में आ रही है, और नीचे ग्रीन कलर की वॉल है, वो थोड़ी वाइड है, ऊपर थोड़ी
राइट राइट. सो ये जो
नैरो है.
प्लेसमेंट ऑफ वॉल है, जो ग्लास का साइज है, मतलब थिक, अगर मैं वॉल को ही कंसीडर करूं, द कलर ओरिएंटेशन, साइज, थिकनेस और उसके अकॉर्डिंगली ग्लास का साइज भी डिफर करेगा. वो सब डिफरेंट है, किसी के साथ में किसी का कोई पैटर्न नहीं बन रहा है, हेंस रैंडम रिदम. ओके, ओवर हियर हाउ रैंडम रिदम?
सर
सी,
डिफरेंट.
railings are created a regular rhythm. Okay,
Yes.
but that is not more evident. Paintings are more dominant over here. They are creating a random rhythm. Okay.
Yes, sir.
ये दीवार का किसी टेक्सचर है. This is again creating random rhythm with this texture. These light bulbs are not like in a particular pattern, hence creating a random rhythm. These sand dunes are creating some sort of random rhythm, very natural. There cannot be a pattern formed in nature. Similarly, these hills, the orientation of their heights and all creating random rhythm. So these are examples in nature. Okay, when dolphins go, a school of dolphins, when they travel, someone is jumping, someone is underwater. It's very cluttered. So there is nothing like you can tell that there is a pattern, hence random rhythm. Okay, before going into graded rhythm, now we will graded rhythm and graduated rhythm are two more parts of rhythm. We will discuss it in the upcoming class. For today's class, now there is an assignment. Find out same thing. Find out two examples or three examples nearby you with regular rhythm, random rhythm, sketch it. Clear?
सर रिपीट सर.
Regular or
रेगुलर
random rhythm का दो examples, find it out and sketch it. Okay. People watching the recording also, please make sure you do this assignment at home and you can submit the assignment. Okay. If you have any queries, you can let us know in the chat section in your app. This is for people who will be watching this recorded lecture. Okay. Now for people available on this class itself, regular or random rhythm and make sure it's a proper scenery, no miniature painting, no something like small कुछ बना दिया वैसा नहीं, a proper paint, proper एक scenery. If you see through your window and you see something, or for example how you have seen that staircase with photo frame, clearly it should be understandable, एक proper sketch बनना चाहिए. Okay, शेडिंग अगर पूरा कंप्लीट नहीं हो रहा है घर में कंप्लीट करो, कंप्लीट इट एट होम, नॉट एट ऑल अ प्रॉब्लम, बट outline should be clear, some of the shades, and it should be understandable कि what you are trying to make. Clear?
सर स्केच बनाना है या फिर फोटोज क्लिक करनी है?
स्केच बनाना है,
ओके सर.
और किस चीज का स्केच बना रहा है उसका एक फोटो भी ले लो. सो
ओके सर.
शो में कि मैंने इस चीज का स्केच बनाया है, दिस इज व्हाट आई हैव मेड. शक्ति, am I audible? Fine, okay, guys. People who are watching this class recording, that's all for today's class. See you in the next upcoming lecture. Excellent.